मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जब ज़ेलेंस्की यहाँ पहुँचे, मैं लिप रीड तो बहुत अच्छा नहीं कर सकती, बट मुझे ज़रूर लगता है कि डोनाल्ड ट्रंप ने उन्हें उनके सूट के लिए कुछ कॉम्प्लीमेंट ज़रूर दिया है। जब वो पहुँचे, देखिए, सबसे पहले उन्होंने उनका सूट देखा है और उन्होंने कॉम्प्लीमेंट दिया है उनके सूट पर, ऐसा मुझे लगता है। मनीष, आपको ऐसा लग रहा है?
बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने। साफ तौर पर जो भाव भंगिमा है उसमें वो साफ तौर पर दिख रहा है कि वो सूट को लेकर बात कर रहे हैं। हो सकता है कि प्रेसिडेंट ट्रंप ने उन्हें कहा होगा कि बहुत अच्छे आप लग रहे हो, आज तो आपने ये भी ड्रेस पहन रखा है और पहले की तुलना में ये बहुत अच्छा है।
मनीष, ये तो नहीं कह दिया होगा कि पिछली बार क्यों नहीं पहन के आए?
नहीं, देखिए, एक बात है कि ट्रंप अभी अगर डीलर हैं तो डीलर के तौर पर आपको जिससे काम निकलवाना है उसकी आप तारीफ करेंगे, और इस मामले में अमेरिकन एक पर एक सब जो है इस मामले में बहुत सेल्फिश होते हैं या माहिर होते हैं कि उनको जब काम निकलवाना होता है तो वो गधे को भी बाप कहने से नहीं चूकते हैं। और अभी वो जेलेंस्की को पूरा सम्मान देंगे और सम्मान दिया। आप देखिए, ब्रिटेन के, मैं तो हैरान हूं ये बात देख के, ब्रिटेन के प्रधानमंत्री आए या तमाम लीडर्स के बीच
व्हाइट हाउस के अंदर से तस्वीरें सामने आ रही हैं, जरा सुनते हैं आवाजें क्या सुनाई पड़ रही हैं वहां से।
Between us.
Well, thank you very much. It's an honor to have the president of Ukraine with us. We've had a lot of good discussions, a lot of good talks, and I think progress is being made, very, very substantial progress in many ways. We had a good meeting, as you know, just a short while ago with the president of Russia. And I think there's a possibility that something could come out of it. And today's meeting is very important. We have, I guess, the seven very powerful leaders from Europe, and we're going to be meeting with them right after this meeting. And thank you very much for being here.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. If I can, first of all, thank you for invitation, and thank you very much for your efforts, personal efforts to stop killings and stop this war. Thank you. And using this opportunity, many thanks to your wife, First Lady of the United States. She sent a letter to Putin about our children, abducted children, and my wife, she, First Lady of Ukraine, she gave the letter. It's not to you, to your wife.
Oh, I want it.
Yeah. So we are saying this sensitive topic, yes, please. And thanks to our partners, and that you supported this format, that after our meeting we can have leaders who are around us, UK, France, Germany, Italy, Finland, EU, NATO, I mean all partners around Ukraine supporting us. Thanks to them, and thank you very much for invitation.
Thank you very much for being here.
President Trump.
Do you think it's fair?
Yes, Peter, go ahead.
Thank you, President Trump. So, President Zelensky, you say in a post on X today, Russia must end this war, which it itself started. President Trump, you say President Zelensky of Ukraine can end the war with Russia almost immediately if he wants to. Which is it?
Yeah, I think that's true. I think we're going to have a meeting. I think if everything works out well today, we'll have a trilat. And I think there will be a reasonable chance of ending the war when we do that.
And is this the end of the road for American support for Ukraine? Is today's meeting deal or no deal?
I can never say that. It's never the end of the road. People are being killed, and we want to stop that. So I would not say it's the end of the road. No, I think we have a good chance of doing it. It's been almost 4 years now that a lot of people were killed last week. A lot of people last week. I mean, millions of people killed, but a lot of people last week for whatever reason. A big number, a lot of soldiers, on both sides. And I know the president, I know myself, and I believe Vladimir Putin wants to see it ended.
And as you met with Putin on Friday, today you've got President Zelensky here. As you listen to Russia and Ukraine, which side has the better cards? Right?
Well, I don't want to say that. I'm just here to be. Look, this isn't my war. This is Joe Biden's war. He's the one that had a lot to do with this happening, and we want to get it ended. And we want it to end good for everybody. We want it to end good. The people of Ukraine have suffered incredibly.
President Zelensky, are you prepared to keep sending Ukrainian troops to their deaths for another couple years, or are you going to agree to redraw the maps?
Thank you for your question. So, first of all, we live under each day attacks. You know that today have been a lot of attacks and a lot of wounded people, and the child was dead, small one year and a half. So we need to stop this war, to stop Russia, and we need support American and European partners. And we will do our best for this. So, and I think we show that we are strong people, and we supported the idea of the United States, personally of President Trump, to stop this war, to make a diplomatic way of finishing this war, and we are ready for trilateral, as President said. This is a good signal about trilateral. I think this is very good. Thank you.
Mr.
Yes, if the peace deal will be achieved, are you going to be willing to send American peacekeepers to Ukraine?
Well, we're going to work with Ukraine, we're going to work with everybody, and we're going to make sure that if there's peace, the peace is going to stay long-term. This is very long-term. We're not talking about a 2-year peace and then we end up in this mess again. We're going to make sure that everything's good. We'll work with Russia, we're going to work with Ukraine, and we're going to make sure it works. And I think if we can get to peace, it's going to work. I have no doubt about it.
Your team has talked about security guarantees. Could that involve U.S. troops? Would you roll that out in the future?
We'll let you know that maybe later today. We're meeting with 7 great leaders of great countries also.